we need more Jewish heroes. And it doesn't take a lot to give, but it means a lot to those who receive. And so you don't have to designate a certain amount, you don't have to designate a certain percentage, you don't have to designate a sum of the total. You can divide it up however way you want and still have that gift have a massive impact on whatever organization you want to benefit.
Giving today is wonderful, but giving in the future is critical to the experience and the expansion of a vibrant Jewish community here and abroad. The Legacy campaign is just that. It's about endowment and giving to the future.
An endowment means that whatever we're doing goes on for generations to come in its original form or in whatever form the Richmond Jewish community takes, and we want to be part of that.
I also believe that very strongly in L'Dor Vador, from generation to generation, that my parents taught me. I hope I'm teaching my children, and I hope they'll teach their children, that it's important to leave something for the next generation.
I don't think the amount matters. I think participation and making a commitment to help ensure the future is what we're looking to inspire people to do. And so we hope people will look inside and say, this is something I can do, even if it's a small amount.
It really doesn't matter what the money is, it matters what's in your heart. And I think that's incredibly important for people to leave something behind, because the only thing they leave behind is their good name that makes any difference.
You know, tzedakah was always part of growing up. It was it wasn't an option. It wasn't, oh, well, when we have enough, we'll give tzedakah. It was, you give something. It's really about thinking about the future.
My mother was an early participant in that, and the money that she gave has been given and given every year, and as a matter of fact, it has grown considerably, and today it's giving far more to the annual campaign than she ever realized or ever thought that it would do.
It's so easy to set up a legacy. It's a matter of just making the commitment, deciding the organizations that you want your legacy to contribute to, and then following that with deciding how you want to fulfill your legacy.
Once I am no longer here, I don't need the money anymore, and I want to make sure that it goes to a place where I think that the values that I find the most important are continued for as long as possible.
We set up a Life and Legacy Fund that will continue to give and give to the Richmond Jewish community. Not only am I pleased with it and my wife is pleased with it, but also my children are very pleased with it, and this is something that they don't have to worry about, and they are free to give to charities in their area as they see fit.
It was easy to leave a Jewish legacy because there's so many ways and so many avenues to do it, and a time frame that's your time frame.
We need to set up to protect what we hold dear, what's most meaningful to us. That's why we're doing it now. A lot of people don't think about it until years and years away. Now is the right time for us. We are raising our children to know that giving is very important.
It's very important for leaders to lead. It's difficult for us to ask if we haven't already given. The amount of the gift is totally irrelevant. What's really relevant is the fact that you as an individual or you as a family remember who's come before you and who will come after you, and how can we give through legacy to make that happen.
I think people have to realize that you don't have to be rich. You don't have to be what we all thought a philanthropist needed to be. We can each and every one of us be a philanthropist in one way or another. My mother inspired me. She set up an endowment fund after the death of my father. It provided her with such meaning in her life, and now it's providing me with meaning.
You know, sometimes change, not only is change hard, but it can cost money to do so. So you provide resources so that new things can be, you can try new things.
As I've said to my rabbi, you're not going to have any trouble talking about me when I'm laying in a box in front of you, because you get to write what the rabbi is going to say about your life. He can say that you were a mensch, you did the right things, you gave to people that needed the help. You directed that, you led that, and that's, I think, very important that people think about what is the end of their life going to look like and what are they going to leave behind for their children to remember them by. And it's not going to be money. It's going to be who they were as people.